I mean, it's like he's from another planet and he doesn't give a damn. Bhavani, guys, this is Beni.
And this is Dhru. And today we are going to review an interview of Burna Boy with Trevor Noah. Let's check this out.
Burna Boy! The man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know about all that.
How you doing, my friend? It's been a long time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been conquering the world. The last time we spoke, we were just talking about how amazing your album was going. African Giant. It was killing it. People were loving it. It was blowing up all over the globe. I was talking about the Grammys, your future aspirations. Then the pandemic hit. You produced an album in that pandemic, and you went on to win your first Grammy. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. So let's start with that. I was shocked to find out that you produced the album like on Zoom. I mean, you've got some of the biggest features on there. Got everybody from Chris Martin, and you did this on Zoom?
Yeah. Technology.
But how do you know it's going well on Zoom? Like, I don't even know if someone.
You don't.
Oh, okay.
You hope for the best.
Was there ever a moment where you were recording something on Zoom, it sounded great, then you got it, then you're like, no, it doesn't sound.
No, it's not like you record the song on Zoom. It's not like Zoom has a recording studio.
Burna, I don't know, man. I don't know how Zoom works. One thing I've truly loved is how like Nigerian artists have taken Africa to the world. Man, you've blown up the continent. Everyone is now trying to emulate what Nigerian artists are creating. But surely
Except
there are
our government.
Except your mom, a lot of people may not know this, but your mom is your manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama Burna crushes it, by the way. I love her to bits. But here's what I've always wondered, and it seems different. In America, there's a culture of, they call them the momagers, and it's like this idea, it's like if your parent is your manager, things always go wrong. On your side, it feels like it's gone the exact opposite way.
Your parent's an American manager. I always wondered, like,
yeah?
why, how come when it's me, they always point out the fact that I'm the first to do it, like the first that landed on the moon. You feel me? It's like, why when rock bands perform in Tokyo and stuff, they don't say the first American rock band to perform in Tokyo?
I think because they're surprised. There is an element of surprise,
But why?
Because we've come a long way. Do you know how far Madison Square Garden is from Africa?
Yeah, but like, do you know how far away Tokyo is for Kiss and...
But you see, that's the thing, if you think about it. Culture has, for such a long time, been defined by America. And so it makes sense, in a way, for people to go like, of course the music's going to go there. Of course the comedians are going to go there. Do you know what I mean? But now, think about it. Things are like to
move on.
But think about it, right? Yeah. You see Beyonce incorporating your music into her vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? These are big things that have never happened, and it's beautiful. Like everyone's embracing it.
If I was her, I would incorporate my music into her vibe.
Every time when I love speaking to you, every time I see the biggest difference between Nigerians and almost every other African is that like every other African has like a very what's the word I'm looking for? Very timid approach to life. Like literally, if you say to like a South African, "Hey Trevor, you're doing well. How are things going?" Then as a South African, my instinct to respond is like, I'm trying, man. I'm doing okay. I'm trying.
Like you're lying.
You see, this is what I mean by Nigerians. This is what I mean. No, but this is what I mean. So, and everywhere you go to Kenya, everything. How are things?
That's the thing. We don't lie unless we want to scam you.
This is Nigerians. I've never met a Nigerian who's gonna be like, no, I'm not killing it. If they're killing it, they won't be like, yeah. So you think it's that? It's just like
that's not something to lie about. It's like if you're in court and you're about to go to jail, you should lie. You get me? But like,
but if you're killing it,
if you're killing it, like, you should be happy.
Let's talk about the new album. I've noticed you've teased a few snippets from it, but you're doing that thing.
Before we talk about that, let's talk about this. Why every time? This is the second time I come here.
Yeah.
You never offer me no drink. It's
don't
like
believe the
you
man.
offer me
It's here.
chocolates and tea and like
What do you-
I'm Bugs Bunny or Telly.
Burna,
I
do
need
you
a drink, man.
What do you want me to offer you?
Things that people that look like me would.
28.
Whoa.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Even
I
he
like
he
this.
got interested in it.
Oh yeah.
So what did you think of the riddle?
He said not everybody works. What does
Yeah.
everybody celebrate? Themselves? It can't be
Their
everybody's
birthday?
birthday. Everybody's birthday.
Well, since we have watched this, it just feels like he has such a Madonna vibe. So by that, what I mean is like he has seen such level of success that he can speak his mind, he can be honest, he can focus on things that matter. He's not like desperate for success. You know, even when everybody's applauding, you see this with actors who come on shows, everybody's applauding, like you're the first to do this or whatever. He was unaffected by the applause. He was more focused on,
I loved it.
yeah, he was more focused on his conversation with Trevor or what he found problematic. Like, why do you even say, I'm the first Nigerian? Like, we need to get over it that the US is the only place that can be so successful. Nigeria is doing so much. And obviously it is, because you see now artists like Ed Sheeran collaborating with Fireboy, with Burna Boy. It has come to a point that the world cannot ignore them anymore.
I mean, it's like he's from another planet and he doesn't give a damn. Like Trevor said that, being a South African, it's a reaction to just answer in a humble manner. But he was just, was very clear. I'm just the first one, I'm just doing it. I mean, appreciate me as an artist. Why do you say that I'm a Nigerian and being able to achieve so much? I'm able to achieve this because I am good with my work, with my music, and appreciate me for that. I mean,
Right.
a person who knows his value is rare to find.
He's a rock star. But
He is.
also interestingly, there is some humility in him, that he is a grounded guy that you feel like you can have a conversation with, you can joke around with. What I observed about him is he's a very good listener. Like even when Trevor was saying that, did you record on Zoom? Because it was kind of a ridiculous statement in his head, but not everybody knows that, right? So he let Trevor finish that sentence and then very calmly responded to it. That also shows a kind of calm demeanor that is present in people who are very successful, that they don't need to prove themselves to need to cut someone else off.
More often you'd find that once people get successful, they are very blunt. Burna Boy, he was confident, but he wasn't blunt in an offensive manner. I mean, Trevor does find it offensive that he asked him, he called him out for not serving him drinks or something, but that was funny. I mean,
He
that
was half
humorous.
joking.
Yeah.
I think he's a great blend of, it seems like Nigerian culture, which is very honest, unless they want to scam you, as he said, and him being a rock star. And another thing I really loved is that him having his mom as a manager. This kind of an equation, as Trevor said, would be a disaster in the US because it's a very individualistic society. But in India, in Nigeria, we are cohesive culture.
And Trevor mentioned that he travels with his family. I don't know others who do that. I mean, to achieve such success, to be touring so much and to do that with the family, that's a great part on him and a great part on his family. That again shows how
Grounded.
how much bonded we are with our families, both our cultures.
Yeah, and this is great. Traveling with your family keeps you grounded. Because your reality kind of morphs when you become that famous, that even if you sneeze, everybody's like, wow. But your family is the only aspect in your life was going to be like, you were crap. That was a crappy thing you did. Like that. And that's the reason I feel that partly is why he is the way he is, because even in his conversation with Trevor, he's very real. And so this ecosystem really works for him. I think he has created a great life for himself.
Also, what I liked is how he created a sense of mystery about himself, or more about his upcoming album, right? When people come on such shows, they try to display their work, or they try to talk about it, or they are eager to promote their work. And Trevor, he 2-3 times he said about your music album. He's like, yes, we'll come to that. And then again, when Trevor asked him about Ed Sheeran, he gives a very vague answer. I think that's a good style of promoting your work where people are intrigued because you just gave some hint which didn't really give any kind of a hint. What date it was to be released, nobody knows. What Ed Sheeran is going to do in that, they are not aware.
I understand him not revealing about Ed Sheeran much because that invokes curiosity. But what is the tactic behind not releasing the date? Isn't that something you want to say? Like, or do you just expect people to keep Googling and figuring out when the album is coming out?
The mystery is always intriguing, and I think it will at least make people, watch more of his trailers, search for him a bit more on Google, as you said. He could become the most searched person.
Yeah, but that doesn't help his album. Say his album is coming out a few weeks later. I would be intrigued by the mystery in the moment, but in the next few weeks, I'll forget about it because I have a life. I don't know, sorry. It's just me.
But then when the album is out, you'll be like, okay, why was it that he was not revealing the date or what it was that he was not trying to say out loud?
I mean, I don't completely understand it, but I'm sure there's some thought there. Another thing he also said that about when he was complaining to Trevor about drinks, right? He's like, give me a drink that you give to a person who's dressed like this. And that made me think that just like actors and just like us too, what we wear affects us. If we are wearing the formal clothes, it kind of makes us more professional and behave a certain way. For example, Ranveer Singh in India, before every shot, he finds the music that correlates to his character or his mood in that shot so that he gets in that zone already. And I wonder if artists do that with dressing, where they dress a certain way so they feel more gangster. But I think it plays a factor in a persona they're bringing out, because we are all, as Shakespeare said, we are all actors. We have these different facets. And if you are a childlike person, you can bring a childish thing on stage. You have to be this person who is powerful, who someone could look up to.
They have conditioned themselves that I do this and this was what happens to me, or this is what enhances my performance.
It's actually a known fact that many Olympians do that. The symptoms of nervousness and excitement are the same. They choose to tell themselves or believe that I'm excited, not nervous, which is what makes them perform very well. And I feel like athleticism and artistry, actually, someone this popular is along the same lines. And I'm sure a lot of they go through a lot of mental conditioning to be able to become these machines that pop out creativity. This is really demanding.
So a South African interviewing a Nigerian, and I think this was a great interview. It was quite entertaining, I would say. And it brought to light quite a lot about Burna Boy. We didn't know so much about him before.
In just a few minutes, actually.
Yes. And I like this guy.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy, like, if we ever get to a point where we get to talk to him, I mean, I would love to talk to this guy because we would have a blast. All right, guys, so if you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. Also, like our video if you actually liked it, share it with friends, spread the word, and until next time, Adabo.
Adabo.